Hey Harvey's Pro Painting, this is Tyler with Leads by Lordi. I wanted to make this video for you and just give you a couple tips that you can start implementing right away to outrank your competition online and really just bring you more jobs for your business organically. So I have your Facebook page pulled up here, and like I said before, I was able to learn a little bit about your business. You guys do some great work, and you offer some great services as well. And I went over to Google and I typed in your business name to see what would come up, right? So we have our Facebook, we've got Yelp, MapQuest, a lot of directories here. And then I actually stumbled upon your website here that you have through Google. So more pictures, which is great, some testimonials, and it looks like some updates, but not really too much going on. I would imagine this isn't doing too much for you guys, but I pulled up a report of your website just to kind of show you, the details behind it. And we're going to take a look at a couple competitors to find out really what they're doing to get people to their site, on a monthly basis and, turn those into customers. So taking a look at that report here for your site, as we can see, there's really not much going on. All right. We see the rank, which really is being pulled in from Google's business site, right? It has really nothing to do with, Harvey's Pro Painting. And then, there's no backlinks and there's no keywords. So let's dive into some competitors and really take a look at their metrics and again, find out what they're doing right and how you can implement the same thing. So I come over here to Google and I'm going to type in Chicago Painter. All right, so we have Chicago Painter. We're going to skip the map pack for now and come down to the first result here in the organic section. And we have chicagopainters.com. All right, makes sense. So I'm going to get rid of that sound in that video if I can. There we go. All right, so we have Chicago Painters. This is their site. And the first thing that I really want to talk about is content. With Google, content is king. They like to see anywhere from 1,000 to 2,000 words on the homepage of a site. And really what that allows you to do is rank for specific keywords that people are typing into Google all the time to find businesses like yours and those services that you offer. Now, as we see here, there's not a whole lot of content on this page. So how could they possibly be ranking on Google, on that first page as that first result? Well, there is a lot to it. The age of the domain, backlinks, things like that have a lot to do with it. And we'll get into backlinks in a little bit. But, now that you see that they don't have the content that Google typically looks for, you can easily come in and create a site with more content to be able to outrank them. As you think about it, it's one big popularity contest with Google. The more content you have, the more really everything you have, and we'll get into that again in a little bit, but the more everything you have, the higher quality site you have, the more, you're going to rank ahead of the competitors. So taking a look at the back end of this website, we're going to see, a lot more going on. We're going to see their rank, we're going to see their backlink profile here, and then those keywords that you're going to rank for because of all that content on your site. All right. Now, going back to this website, this is just, actually this is their home page here, and we can see they've got a lot of pages in the About section here. They've got a ton of services going on, and they've got some contact options. And let's see if they've got any hidden pages. So it looks like they've got pages for each zip code here, and then probably, different areas as well. So they've got a lot of hidden pages that you can't find necessarily at the top of the website. But that's what's, bringing in a lot of these keywords. And if we take a look at these, we can see the keywords on the left side that they're currently ranking for. We can see the volume of searches that people are typing into Google each month for that keyword or key phrase. We see the traffic that they're bringing in for each of those words, and then the position they are in Google. So these guys are really killing it. They're in the top 10 positions for a lot of these, which is the first page of Google. All right, and take a look at this traffic. I mean, because they're in the top results, they're bringing in a lot of traffic, and they have a lot of volume too for these. So let's take a look at some of the keywords, figure out, which ones you could utilize for your content, which ones you can focus on really, the ones that make sense. So Painters Chicago, definitely a good one, 150 searches. Painters in Chicago, Painting Chicago, et cetera, right? So really what we want to focus on are these buyer intent keywords, like, as I like to say, they have the location and the service in one. All right, so Chicago Painter, Chicago Painters, even just throwing an S on makes a difference there. These are some good ones. And obviously you can do this with any of your services, right? Pressure washing, gutter cleaning, anything like that. So a lot of great keywords here as we scroll down. All right, I'll just go so you can take a look at some of these. But adding up a lot of these volumes, we're going to see, over 1,000 searches a month, and they're bringing in a lot of those searches for showing up again on the top couple of results. So they're doing a good job of focusing on that. So you'd want to go in again and beat out their content to be able to rank for these keywords. And then coming back over here, I want to talk about backlinks, right? I talked to you about, there being a lot of different ways to rank on the first page, a lot of different factors that Google considers when ranking a website. Content's obviously one of the biggest ones. We talked about age of the domain, but backlinks are another one. Now, a backlink is just a vote of confidence, right? I told you it was like a big popularity contest. The more backlinks you have, the higher quality backlinks, the higher you're going to rank. And same goes for content. So basically, we'd want to go into these backlinks, figure out which ones are working for them, just like we went into these keywords. All right. And a backlink, again, it's a link from one site to another. And basically, it passes power and trust to your site. So these are those power and trust metrics. So you want your metrics to be higher than the competitors. And again, if we come over here to your site, we can see this, that trust here, or this power here that you're pulling in from Google's business site. And these guys have not as much, but they do have more trust. All right, so you want this to be balanced as much as possible. We want that 1-to-1 ratio. So that's what you really want to strive for. Now, the last thing I want to talk about are citations. And a citation is just your name, address, and phone number. And it has everything to do with your Google My Business listing. All right, so you want to put in citations for your site. That way you get your name out there and people can find your business as much as possible. All right, your Google My Business listing is like a mini website, right? You have one, obviously, which is great. You can put reviews in here from customers. You can have all your business information, like your hours and your phone number, your address, etc. And then you can add a description, which it looks like you're missing. And we talked about how important content was. They let you max it out at 750 characters. You can put some keywords in there, so that way you can be found when people type in, search terms or keywords, such as painter Chicago or painting in Chicago, painting company Chicago, whatever that keyword is. So let's take a look. So Chicago painter, right? We want to come up for that. And even being outside of Chicago, we could do that if we optimize that listing correctly. So being in the top couple spots here is definitely going to bring in a lot of, phone calls or website clicks. Think about it when you type in like pizza place near me. You go to this map pack and you see the best reviews and you either click their website to order or you give them a call. And people do that for pretty much any service. So coming back over here to this Google My Business listing, okay, you want to make sure all that information's in here. You want to make sure you're adding Google reviews, add that description, and then add in those citations. And you obviously want more citations than your competitors, right? Because again, it's one big popularity contest with Google. So focus on content, focus on backlinks and citations, and you'll definitely, be showing up on that first page, both in the map pack and the organic section. All right. If you have any questions at all, feel free to give me a call. Here's my business website, leadsbylordeye.com. Phone number is in the top right corner. I look forward to hearing your thoughts on the video, and I'll talk to you soon.